What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Want to thank my sponsor, Steel Supplements. Link and discount code down in the description. Also in the pinned comment. Free supplements. All you got to do is pay the cost of shipping, as well as the fact I'm a Weeble preferred influencer. Use that link. Deposit just $5. They'll give you at least $11 worth of stock free of charge. Hundreds of you have actually taken advantage of that. If you haven't already, it is a fantastic way to get started investing. Also, obviously on the screen, I owe you guys an amazing thank you. You know, so many channels tell you hit the like button, subscribe, comment, all those things. I do, but not enough. And the only way someone gets 1 million views in 48 hours is by you guys just doing that. Sharing videos, commenting, liking, and it really means the world to me. You know, I used to see 100, 200, 300, 400,000 and really be taken back. I never expected to see 1 million views. Really more than 1 million views in 48 hours. And, you know, to be fair, I also have to thank EA Sports. I mean, let's be honest. If they didn't put out a game this bad, you know, a game incapable of doing basic math, you know, they're not going to have so many people going to YouTube and seeing, hey, how bad is this game? Is this just my game that's messed up, or is it everyone's game? So a big thanks to them. I know a lot of people have made the Cyberpunk comparisons. To me, I think Cyberpunk was probably a little more playable in overall gameplay from what I've seen, and thankfully people are getting their money back. I mean, this is great. I've seen tons of these emails from Microsoft, from Sony. If you feel like this game didn't give you what you expected, you work hard for your money. So apparently does EA, you know, yet to be seen, but get your money back if you're not happy with this game. I want to talk about this review from PlayStation Universe, one of the most seething reviews I've ever seen on any game. Spare me that it's the PS4 review. I genuinely don't care. This game has gotten to this point because of the promise of next generation it'll be fixed. If you're like me, you've known for quite some time to keep your expectations low with every new Madden game, meaning every, console up or not. Every year, it's a rehash of the previous entry, updated rosters and minimal improvements in an attempt to keep the community happy. Don't expect anything to change with Madden 22. While additions, such as coordinators and the promise of improved scouting are welcome, it's overweighed by lackluster presentation, broken gameplay. I'm not a big soundtrack guy, and bugs. He basically mocks EA at the end here. The end of a generation far from GOAT status. Obviously, you know, they've had the GOAT edition last year. They had the GOATs in the trailer this year. Clearly, they think more highly of this game than anyone else does. Set aside 2K, I think anyone could make a better football game at this point, at least when it comes down to being more playable. And we've seen that with Axis Football, Retro Bowl. These games are playable, right? Set aside what the games look like. Give me a game that plays. Right now, Madden isn't playing for a lot of people. That's what generally a game should do, is at least boot up. Face of the franchise, a waste of time. I mean, imagine writing this headline. I mean, this is a selling point. This is a feature of this game, but basically tells us everything we know. Every year, we're promised this living world, this environment, and it's the same story, the same structured script that all of us follow that no one engages with, and I can't imagine people want to follow this story arc. The Yard, half-baked NFL Street. I mean, these are not my words. I know some of you would think this might be something I would write, but this is from PlayStation Universe. Again, talk about a backyard sport. Didn't really pan out. They add, you know, different locations. It's just no one asks for this. No one wants these things in the game, right? Instead of actually listening to the customer, you know, they go out and they put in The Yard, Superstar KO. It doesn't make sense to so many people. You've got a broken base for nearly a decade, it seems. And all of a sudden, it's finally just gotten to the point where it's too much to ignore. I'm going to show you the user score on this game, which is a 3. I'll spoil it. It's a 3, right? And just listen to the final word here. Madden is a $1 million franchise that has grown content. Thanks to its exclusivity deals, EA takes zero risk and fumbles each year, providing us rehashed versions of previous entries. Madden NFL 22 is no different. Meager improvements are outweighed by serious fatigue. Instead of focusing on giving us polished gameplay mechanics and an improved franchise mode, EA's focus is divided into unwelcomed modes, like Face of the Franchise and The Yard, leading to an overall incomplete and broken experience. I mean, that is a eulogy for a video game. I don't know who wrote this, but this is one of the most well-written pieces I've ever seen on the state of this game. One of the most honest looks. I saved this for the end because, I mean, there's not many gaming magazines, there's not many references on the internet because they want to keep a healthy relationship with EA, not just for Madden, but for all their games, that would come out and say something like this. Madden Ultimate Team, EA's cash cow. There are so many of you that are probably looking at this screen and saying, wow, somebody actually put this in print. This is the ideologies that have founded my channel and so many of your thoughts for years. To be honest, I don't spend much time in Madden Ultimate Team. I resent this mode. It's EA's pay-to-play feature in Madden, encouraging you to spend money to unlock better player cards for your team. Otherwise, you're stuck grinding for hours on end. Even if you spend hundreds of dollars or hundreds of hours, it's only good for 1 year. Your Master Cards don't carry over as lower of all players, but your coins, points, and players don't. If you don't spend money, then there really isn't much of a point. Your 75 overall team will be pitted against some 90 overall team online, and you'll get destroyed. Simple as that. I mean, I'll say it again. I have never seen a more seething game review for anything. I've never seen someone echo so much of the community sentiment. I've never seen someone be so brutally honest. I've never seen someone capture the thoughts of an entire community and put them into a review as much as this, right? We generally see at least some level of encouragement, a step in the right direction. Oh, they're trying. There's a 3-year plan. They put in this year. They're clearly working on that. It's not as if they aren't trying. You know, every year, instead of a review, it seemed like some people wanted to give EA a gold star, a pat on the back, a hey, you tried. This person has finally came to the conclusion of, we're not doing this anymore. And it just happens to coincide with a year where even the people that want to be positive about this game, even the ones that have a large channel, right? That when you go to their channel, they pin positive vibes only. Right? Because they don't want any negative on their channel. They sit there over the course of a weekend and they can't buy packs because the game is that broken. This is where all the positivity, all the people in our community that have championed the people that build this game as if they want to be their friends, right? As they want Swami, they want Clint, they want Sean to be buddies with them and give them copies of the game or play the game with them. Or, oh, these are good people because I know them and they're my friends. Listen, there's no friends in any of this, right? If these people are your friends, maybe they would think more of the money you give them for their employment and they'd basically stop putting in what seems to be zero effort for your paycheck to buy their game, right? If I had somebody that was really my friend and he was working on a product, he would want to make it better for me, if not for anyone else, because I'm his friend and I'm going to be buying the game. So all of you that sit there and you want to pretend like Clint and Sean and Swami and all these guys are so great, that's fine. But understand, you're not helping their product get any better. You're not helping the community see this game for anything other than it is. And ultimately, what you're going to do is you're going to cost these guys their position at EA because you continue to tell them that it's okay, no, everything's fine, while literally everything around them tells them differently. If you don't think EA is going to take this interview and this article and these words seriously, then I don't know what to tell you. If you don't think that they look at all these refunds and just say, oh, it's the cost of doing business, we'll give away games for free, I don't know what to tell you. But clearly, you've got a game that has broken the will of its gamers across every platform. And every segment of those gamers has had enough of paying full price for the same game, the same experience, the same flaws, but this year, a whole bunch of new ones on top. It's pretty clear to me. Them having to put franchise mode in broke the game. We've seen it for years. They try to put things in to make the game better, and one thing breaks, two things break, trying to add one thing. They finally got to the point the game can't handle it this year. It's too much layering on top of a broken foundation, and they finally put that layer on that was too much, and now the game shuts your console off, won't load, won't start, teams don't show up. Unbelievable. But you know what? You guys are here to see all of it on my channel. Not on everyone else's channel, but I know that you're on mine, and I appreciate you. As I said in the beginning, I thank you for watching this, and you know I will be back in the week with more commentary.